So this came down the pike earlier today, and you guys helped me confirm, is this official? That's the one thing I could not get. Was this rule change actually, or not really a rule change, but this chain gang change actually official? What I did was I read multiple articles. I took all the articles, compiled them together, and said, hey, give me the most important information from these 5 or 6 different articles. And here's what we came up with. I didn't do it. Bucket Goldenberg did. Okay. And here's what we got. NFL set to swap chains for cameras with Hawkeye Tech in 2025. It's what we've been talking about. Like I want the calls to be right on the field. We got supposedly we can hit a damn asteroid however many miles away with something the size of a Volkswagen, but we can't figure out if something was a first down or not. You know what I mean? Like, this is ridiculous. So here's what we got. The NFL is ditching its century-old chain crew tradition for a high-tech alternative to measure first downs starting in the 2025 season. Sony revealed this week that its Hawkeye system, a camera-driven technology, will take over as the league's go-to method for tracking the line to gain. This isn't Hawkeye's first rodeo. It got a test drive during a handful of 2024 preseason games. Now it's ready for the big leagues, rolling out across every NFL stadium and even international venues next year. The setup relies on 6 8K cameras to follow. That sounds like Jacob's bedroom. 6 8K cameras to follow the ball's every move. Shut up, Amelia. Look at you up there. Delivering pinpoint accuracy on whether a team has earned a fresh set of downs. Sony's announcement highlighted that fans won't be left guessing. Virtual renderings of the measurement will pop up on TV broadcasts and stadium screens. So they're going to add some kind of virtual aspect to this, which I think is absolutely awesome. Meanwhile, the classic chain gang isn't disappearing entirely. They'll stick around the sidelines as a backup just in case. Do you guys remember this game right here where they actually had to slide a piece of paper in to see if they met the first down or not? You remember that, Tim? I was like, what the hell is he doing with an index? What are we doing out here? So anyway.
I've also seen a million times that the side judge comes in, spots the ball, and then they bring the chain gang out, and then the official moves the ball backwards 4 inches. And
right.
So, you know.
But dude, that drives me nuts when the guy that's spotting the ball is running from 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he's like, yeah, I got a good view from where I was back there from behind it on a completely bad angle. And then, like you said, you just watch the other line judge just walk up and he goes, just places it like 6 inches away. You're like, what? How was this efficient?
Did somebody from New York call him in the earpiece and tell him to move that ball back?
That's what I think.
It's what you wonder. But my question in all of this is, I do like the fact that at least they're not like physically removing the chain gang from the sideline, and that they're still going to be there as a
but isn't that kind of degrading? They're just sitting there like,
no. Well, that's my question is. Because you got to remember, like, the sticks help the players on the field too. You can see the line.
Definitely.
So them still being there is good. My question is, does that change review or challenges? So, like, you throw the red flag and say, "Hey, bring the chains out," or are we just going to trust the league to just voluntarily bring the chains out on occasion? You know, that would be my question. How does this affect, the replay rules or the challenges?
Yeah, 2-0 for this in the chat said it's like the camera in Michael and Jan's bedroom at the dinner party. I told you to put that away. Such a good episode. The dinner party episode.
The $100 plasma TV.
We just pushed it in. God, it's so good. I need to watch that tonight. All right, continuing on here. The system still leans on refs to spot the ball by hand after each play. Well, that's awful nice. So when they don't have a robot running it out there. But Hawkeye steps in to make the final call on first downs. According to NFL Network's Mike Garafolo, the league found that the old chain method took about 75 seconds per measurement, while the virtual approach slashes that time to 30 seconds, a win for pace and precision. For over 100 years, chains and markers ruled the gridiron, manned by part-time crew members earning minimum wage. Really? As noted by ESPN's Kyle Bonagura and Chris Rim. That's crazy. So these are people that actually reported they're only getting paid minimum wage to run the chain gang. That's wild.
What?
Now this tech upgrade marks a new chapter building on the NFL's partnership with Sony that kicked off in 2024. And that's not all Sony's bringing to the table. Coaches will also get upgraded sideline headsets in 2025, complete with noise-canceling features, a step up from the older model. This is wild. Hat tip to the CNET's David Katzmeyer for that detail. So there you go. What do y'all think about it, boys? I think this is a good thing. I really do.
I mean, it's called Hawkeye. Does that mean anybody drafted from Iowa gets an advantage in the?
That's right. It's weird to me that basically it's Dwight Schrute's Computron is now running the NFL. Like you just punch in.
A-Fam said the chain gang should be working for free. What the hell's wrong with you, A-Fam? Like, you think these people ain't like? Let's get you out there with that mustache, sir. How about that on the sideline?
But I also like from what it said there. I like that it's not every single play. We're not relying on the computer to spot the ball. Like, all right, ref, get out there, spot it, because I think we'd lose a lot of time in first down to second down playing if you're trying to hurry up, that sort of stuff. Like that is just confirming a first down measurement. Looks like. Yeah.
Look at this. Deadfish says Doge is firing the chain gang.
Dang.
Drew says Hawkeye is what they use in tennis. Cool. I didn't know that.
So, and that's a big deal because they've used that for years in tennis. And tennis was the big, no, we don't want any AI in our tennis game. And it came out to be like, because that's within a fraction of a centimeter. You know what I mean? As far as whether it's in line or out line, love, whatever the heck they say over there. What comes after
over there as if tennis is played in one country?
that's a strictly European sport, obviously. All right. Clearly.
I love it. Oh, Jacob, I swear I love you, man. All right. Moving along here. Is there anything else you guys want to add to that conversation? Right there. Anything at all?
I mean, Clayton, you're a baseball guy. I mean, this reminds me a lot of the strike zone and the pitch tracking.
Now that Angel Hernandez or whatever the heck that guy is out of the league, I don't think we have to worry about human influence. You remember who I'm talking about? Yeah, the worst of all time. Was it Angel Hernandez or Angel? It was Angel something. He was the worst, to the point where the announcers would be like, "Oh, you can't do that. You can't make that call." It was terrible.
No, Tim, you're spot on though, dude. You're spot on. Like it's you got the technology to get the call right. Get the call right, and it just goes back to what we talk about, Tim. Like, does the league really want to get it right, or do they want to have that little bit of bend, a little bit of flexibility? Right. That's what it kind of feels like.
Yep. And it doesn't matter. I mean, if they're more accurate and they're still gonna use enhanced replay and do extended reviews and double and triple check, and then get the call wrong anyway because they want to influence the outcome of a game, then we're doing all this for a whole lot of nothing, Yeah,
that's a great point. All right, so I'm excited about it again, man. I've seen some people being negative online. I'm like, I don't understand why this is a negative thing. This is something that's going to make the calls